You don't need to dress like you're 30 to look younger, and you certainly don't have to cover everything up to look elegant. Sometimes, all it takes is one small change, a different neckline, a softer fabric, a quieter color, and suddenly you walk into a room and light seems to follow you. People can't quite put their finger on what's changed, but you know, it's grace, it's balance, it's choosing details that speak softly but powerfully, and that's exactly what today's video is about. Welcome to Healthwise for Seniors, where we help women over 60 rediscover their glow through timeless style, graceful living, and smart, beautiful choices. Now, some say, style doesn't matter after 60. We disagree. We've seen what happens when a woman simply changes the cut of her blouse or chooses a fabric that flows instead of clings. Her face lights up. Her posture changes. She doesn't just look better, she feels more herself. But we also get it. Style advice out there can be confusing, overwhelming, or just not made for women like us. That's why in today's video, we're breaking it down into 8 simple, elegant tweaks that you can start using right away. Before we dive in, if you enjoy this kind of content, don't forget to like this video, share it with a friend, and subscribe to the channel so we can keep bringing you more thoughtful, beautiful ideas made just for you. Now, matte silk, the fabric that softens, lifts, and lights you up after 60. After 60, our skin changes. We lose some natural elasticity, brightness, and that youthful even tone we once had. And yet, so many women still reach for shiny, high-gloss fabrics like satin, thinking they add elegance. But here's the truth. Shiny fabrics often do the opposite. They reflect light harshly, highlight every little crease, and can make our skin appear uneven or tired. That's why matte silk is a quiet game changer. Matte silk doesn't shout, it gently glows. It doesn't reflect every line, it blurs them softly. It has just enough sheen to feel luxurious without drawing the eye to the places we'd rather not spotlight. Take my client Linda, 67, silver-haired, soft-spoken, a retired school principal from Oregon. She came to me wearing a glossy champagne satin blouse. It looked elegant on the hanger, but on her, the shine was working against her. It exaggerated shadows around her mouth and neck. I suggested she try a matte silk blouse in soft periwinkle with a gentle V-neck and flutter sleeves. The moment she saw herself in the mirror, she paused, smiled, and whispered, "I look rested." That's the power of the right fabric. Here's how you can bring matte silk into your wardrobe. A V-neck matte silk blouse in rosewood, sage green, or ivory. A scarf or shawl in matte satin or crepe silk, something soft and layered near the face. A wrap dress in mocha or dusty rose, matte silk for dinners or quiet gatherings. Avoid high-gloss satin, especially in bright white or black. Tight-fitting silk tops that cling and emphasize lines. Over-accessorizing shiny fabrics with metallic jewelry. Less is more. Bonus tip: pair your matte silk look with a soft berry lipstick and a touch of cream blush. It echoes the subtle glow of the fabric and enhances your skin's warmth. Matte silk doesn't age you, it honors you. It brings softness to strong women and elegance to everyday moments. After 60, you don't need to shine loudly. You just need the right glow in the right place, and matte silk does exactly that. Necklines after 60, should you open up or cover up? For women over 60, choosing the right neckline isn't just about style, it's about light, balance, and grace. The wrong cut can make you look heavier, tired, or hidden. The right one? It lifts your entire face, opens your posture, and softens every line. Here's what many women don't realize. As we age, our jawline softens, our neck may show texture, and our shoulders naturally curve inward a bit more. That's completely normal. But if your neckline is too high, tight, or closed off, it can make your upper body look compressed, and your beautiful face may feel lost. So what works best after 60? Soft, open necklines. White heavy checkmark, flattering necklines to embrace. Gentle V-neck, one of the most universally flattering necklines. It draws the eye vertically, elongates the neck, and gives definition to the face. Right arrow, try it in soft knit tops, linen blouses, or silk shells. Scoop neck or soft boat neck. Scoop necks are rounder and a bit deeper than classic crew necks. They highlight the collarbones and open up the chest area, subtly but effectively. Soft boat necks give that touch of elegance, especially when worn with a pulled-back hairstyle. Split neck or notch neck. like a modest V but with a softer, more casual feel. Ideal for daywear when you want a little openness without too much skin. Real example. Janice, 63, from North Carolina, came to me for a closet refresh. She had dozens of turtlenecks and crewnecks. They hide my neck, she told me. But when she put on a soft sage green blouse with a gentle V-neck, something shifted. Her skin tone looked brighter. Her smile felt easier. She looked in the mirror and said, "I don't look younger, I look lighter." That's the magic of the right neckline. It's not about showing more skin, it's about creating space for light, energy, and presence. Cross-mark necklines to rethink, especially if you want a softer look. High crewnecks, they can make the face appear rounder and draw attention to the jawline or neck creases. Turtlenecks, especially in dark colors. These can visually cut off the neck, and in stiff fabrics, they add bulk. If you love turtlenecks, opt for soft draped knits in warm tones and balance with earrings or hair pulled back. Collared shirts buttoned to the top. This rigid structure can look formal, but also age you. Leave the top one 2 buttons open to create flow and openness. Scarf-style notes and how to make it work. If you're self-conscious about your neck or décolletage, don't avoid open necklines. Layer gently instead. Right arrow, add a silk scarf, a statement necklace, or choose fabrics like matte jersey or cotton linen that drape softly. Necklines look especially elegant when long but open sleeves, covered gently without closing off. As we grow older, many women feel the urge to cover their arms, whether it's due to softening skin, age spots, or visible veins. And that's completely okay. But here's the secret. Covering doesn't have to mean hiding. In fact, some sleeve styles, though full length, can make you look more closed off, more boxy, and even more aged. The key isn't the length, it's the openness. White heavy checkmark, what makes a sleeve flattering after 60? It's all about movement, softness, and space. A long sleeve that flows gently as you walk. A sleeve that allows the light to pass through, or the breeze to touch your skin. A sleeve that frames the arm, instead of locking it in. Women's clothes' best sleeve styles to try. Flutter sleeves, long version. Sleeves that gently flare from the shoulder or elbow, often in chiffon or lightweight cotton. They float, not cling, elegant in motion and forgiving in shape. Split or slit sleeves. These have a subtle opening from the elbow down, showing just a glimpse of skin. They add visual interest and lightness without full exposure. Kimono or dolman sleeves, wide-cut sleeves that drop naturally from the shoulder. They're comfortable, graceful, and work beautifully in linen, crepe, or matte silk. Bishop sleeves, lightly gathered at the wrist, add gentle volume but taper at the wrist, keeping the silhouette soft but structured. Real story. Martha, 66, from Colorado, used to wear nothing but 3/4 sleeve tees or stiff long-sleeve cardigans. "They cover me," she said, but they also made her arms look heavier than they were and her posture a bit stiff. Then she tried on a lightweight tunic with soft bell sleeves and everything changed. The fabric moved with her. Her arms looked graceful, not hidden. And she told me, "I don't feel like I'm trying to disappear anymore." Crossmark what to avoid. Tight-fitting long sleeves and stretchy fabrics like jersey or polyester. Right arrow, they cling to every texture and emphasize rather than soften. Elastic cuffs that grip the wrist. Right arrow, they cut the line of the arm and make movement look restricted. Heavy or structured fabrics for full sleeves. Right arrow, they can weigh down the look and appear too formal or dated. Sleeves that stop at the elbow and cling. Right arrow, this often draws attention exactly where most women prefer to soften. Thread styling tips to make it work. Choose breathable, soft fabrics. Cotton voile, chiffon, crepe, or washed linen. Let the sleeve be the statement. Keep jewelry light, like a single bangle or small. Pair open sleeves with soft pants or a midi skirt to balance the silhouette. When wearing light sleeves, go for a fresh makeup look. Right arrow, deep soft colors, subtle, quiet, and glowing. After 60, the brightest colors in your wardrobe don't always do you justice. Neon brights, icy whites, or bold jewel tones can overwhelm softening skin tones, especially as hair turns silver or salt and pepper. What flatters most at this stage of life? Colors with depth. Shades that don't shout, but glow. We call them foundation tones or bottomed hues, soft, muted colors with an undertone that feels warm, grounded, and quietly radiant. White heavy checkmark, what are these glowing, grounded colors? Mocha brown. Right arrow, a soft cocoa tone, not too dark, not too warm. Pairs beautifully with ivory, dusty rose, or even periwinkle. Right arrow works like a gentle frame around your face, adding warmth without pulling attention away. Dusty rose or muted mauve. More refined than pink, less flat than beige. It gives mature skin a healthy flush and echoes the natural warmth that fades with age. Olive gray or soft moss. Right arrow earthy but elegant. These colors ground your look while creating harmony with silver or ash-toned hair. Muted blue-green, like seafoam or slate blue. Right arrow has a whisper of color, but enough coolness to brighten up gray or fair skin. These shades don't steal the spotlight. They partner with your natural coloring, like a soft filter on your reflection. Woman White Real example. Caroline, 70, from Michigan, used to love bright fuchsia. It made me feel alive, she said, but lately it made her skin look tired. I introduced her to a dusty cranberry blouse, a rich, muted red with plum undertones. She put it on and said, "It's like I'm glowing, but not trying." That's exactly the point. Brain why these colors work after 60. They soften harsh contrasts between skin, eyes, and hair. They reflect light in a diffused way, making fine lines less noticeable. They feel rich, not flashy, like depth of character, not just decoration. They match the emotional energy of quiet confidence. Color psychology tells us that subtle depth evokes elegance, wisdom, and warmth, without needing to be loud. Crossmark what to avoid. Primary brights, cherry red, pure cobalt, lemon yellow. Right arrow they often clash with mature skin tones and draw attention to contrast. Pure black or pure white, unless balanced carefully, they tend to wash out the face. Overly cool pastels. Mint, baby blue, or pale lavender can feel flat or juvenile without richness. Artist palette how to wear deep soft colors beautifully. Use them as base layers. A blouse, a scarf, or a knit top worn near the face. Pair with warm neutrals. Ivory oat, soft gray top. Choose textured fabrics. Knit, matte silk, linen, these hold the color depth better. Let your lipstick echo the color. Berry, rosewood, soft cinnamon. Style note, when you wear these quiet glow colors, don't be surprised if people say, "You look rested. You look peaceful. You just look really good." They might not notice the color. Skirt length after 60. Not shorter, not longer, just right with the breeze. Skirt length is more than a number of inches. It's about movement, proportion, and the way your body feels when you walk, sit, and simply exist in your clothes. After 60, the perfect skirt length doesn't scream youth or modesty, it whispers ease and grace. The ideal length? Somewhere between mid-calf and just below the knee. We call it the just enough breeze length. Right arrow, it sways gently when you walk. Right arrow, it shows shape without revealing too much. Right arrow, it brings attention to the most elegant part of the leg, just above the ankle and below the knee. White heavy check mark, why this length works so well. It elongates the silhouette without swallowing the body. It creates natural flow and movement, which reads as vitality. It offers coverage while still allowing air, light, and softness around the legs. It balances proportions, especially for petite or curvier figures. In contrast, too short skirts can feel like you're trying to relive your 30s. Too long skirts, especially floor length, can weigh down your frame and make movement feel heavy. Woman White Real story. Diana, 68 from Arizona, had been wearing maxi skirts for years. "They hide everything," she laughed, but they also made her look shorter and her outfits feel dated. "We tried a linen midi skirt in soft olive, hitting just mid-calf. The difference was instant. Her legs looked longer, her sandals more elegant, and most importantly, she felt like herself again. She walked with more lightness. Skirt styles that flatter this length. A-line midi skirts, right arrow slim at the waist, gently flaring below. They move beautifully and flatter most body shapes. Right arrow look for flowy fabrics like viscose, crepe, or cotton linen blends. Bias cut skirts. Right arrow these hug gently at the hips and flare slightly toward the hem, creating elegant motion. Perfect in silk, matte satin, or soft jersey. Wrap skirts or faux wrap styles. Right arrow universally flattering. Adjustable at the waist and often with just a hint of slit, feminine, never revealing. Pleated middies with soft pleats. Add texture and movement. Choose fine pleats in neutral tones to avoid bulk. Crossmark what to avoid. Skirts that hit mid-thigh or just above the knee. Right arrow tend to cut the leg visually and rarely flatter mature knees or calves. Floor-length skirts with heavy fabrics can drag the body downward and feel costume-like unless styled very intentionally. Too tight pencil skirts limit movement and feel dated, unless they have a modern stretch or front slit. Subtle structure, one statement detail, everything else stays soft. At this stage of life, elegance isn't built from excess. It's shaped by restraint, by knowing where to place focus and when to let the rest breathe. The most stylish women over 60 often do one thing beautifully. Right arrow, they let a single detail shine, while keeping everything else quiet and soft. White heavy checkmark, why less is more, and always more powerful. As we age, heavy embellishments, multiple layers, or too many standout elements can create noise instead of harmony. Your eye doesn't know where to rest. Your silhouette can become busy or bulky. And the elegance, the real elegance, gets lost. But when you choose one defining element, a pleated sleeve, a pearl button, a satin bow, or an artful collar, suddenly your entire outfit has structure, meaning, and softness all at once. Woman White real story. Elaine, 72, from Vermont, came to me wearing a blouse with lace, sequins, embroidery, and puff sleeves, all in one top. It looked elegant online, she said, but in person, it overwhelmed her petite frame. We switched her into a dusty mauve silk blouse, simple cut, with just one soft ruffle tracing the neckline. Paired with ivory trousers and pearl earrings, she looked refined, lifted, and 100% present. Her exact words, "I feel like the blouse isn't wearing me, I'm wearing it." Dress examples of one detail. Rest soft styling. A blouse with a single row of covered buttons. Let it shine with wide-leg trousers in a quiet neutral. A skirt with subtle pleats or a front wrap twist. Pair with a smooth, matte finish top, no ruffles. No loud prints. A cardigan with embroidered cuffs or a lace hem. Right arrow, keep the inner layer plain and the accessories minimal. A structured collar or neckline, like a soft stand collar. Let your neckline be the focal point. Avoid heavy earrings or scarves. Crossmark, what to avoid. Combining too many features in one outfit. Ruffles plus prints plus shimmer plus bold jewelry. Wearing statement necklaces and statement sleeves and bold lip color. Busy prints with layered textures, especially in stiff fabrics. Jackets with shoulder pads and shiny buttons and a loud color. Each element may work alone, but together they can overpower you. Thread the fabric factor. Soft fabrics like linen, crepe, and matte silk allow statement details to shine without competing. Hard, shiny, or stiff fabrics can amplify even small details and may feel too dramatic. Choose textiles that breathe, move, and allow one special touch to truly speak. Direct hit pro tip. Before leaving the house, look in the mirror and ask, where does my eye go first? If there are too many answers, simplify. Remove one accessory. Swap. Layering with lightness, soft depth without the bulk. Layering after 60 is not about piling on more clothes. It's about creating quiet dimension. The right layers can add graceful movement, textural interest, and a sense of ease to your entire look. But the key is lightness. One too many pieces and suddenly the silhouette feels heavy. One wrong fabric and you've lost the airiness. The secret? Choose layers that breathe, that move with you, and that add shape without weight. White heavy checkmark, what makes a good layer at this age? Soft structure. A piece that defines your shape without restricting movement. Natural drape. Fabrics that follow your body gently. Linen, crepe, jersey, light cotton. Neutral or muted tones. So layers blend, not compete. Breathability. Especially important for hot flashes, fluctuating temperatures, or simply comfort. Smart layering pieces for women over 60. Long lightweight cardigan. In linen knit or cotton blend. Right arrow adds vertical length and flow without bulk. Perfect over a sleeveless blouse and tailored pants. Kimono-style jacket. Right arrow wide sleeves. Loose tie, soft silhouette. Right arrow works well with dresses or monochromatic sets. Right arrow, try it in muted tones like sage, stone, or dusty rose. Sheer button-up shirt worn open. Right arrow, a beautiful alternative to a structured blazer. Right arrow layer over a camisole or tank top to soften the look and give modest coverage. Lightweight wrap or shawl. Right arrow drapes beautifully around the shoulders. Right arrow perfect for elevating a simple outfit or adding warmth in air-conditioned spaces. Woman White real example. Marjorie, 65, from Seattle, once told me, I layer because I'm cold, but I end up feeling bulky and shapeless. We reworked her outfits with a sleeveless ivory shell, topped with a stone gray crepe kimono, and finished with a soft scarf in muted lavender. Her posture shifted, her face lifted. She looked lighter, taller, and completely put together without a hint of heaviness. Crossmark common layering mistakes to avoid. Wearing heavy knits over stiff button-downs. Right arrow adds unnecessary bulk and restricts movement. Too many competing colors or textures. Makes the outfit feel busy and distracts from your presence. Layering tight over tight. Right arrow causes pulling, bunching, and discomfort. Thick cardigans that fall past the knees without shape can drag down your silhouette, especially for petite frames. Thread how to layer gracefully. Use tone-on-tone colors, like ivory plus oatmeal plus soft blush. Pair structured base layers, like slim pants or a clean blouse, with flowing top layers. Stick to 1-2 layers max. Let your accessories add the final touch instead. Focus on textures over bulk. Soft knits, gauzy cotton, washed silk. Direct hit pro tip. Stand in front of a full-length mirror and walk. Do your layers move with the stillness of color, creating a quiet kind of youthfulness? There's a kind of elegance that doesn't need to speak loudly. It doesn't come from bright colors or bold contrasts. It comes from harmony, from tones that breathe softly, that rest gently on the skin, and that reflect the calm confidence of a woman who knows who she is. After 60, the most youthful energy often comes from the quietest palette. Artist palette. What are quiet colors, and why do they work so well? Quiet colors are muted, tonal, layered, and earth-anchored. They reflect light in a soft, diffused way, enhancing skin tone, not competing with it. These include shades like soft dove gray, dusty mauve, warm oat or sand, pale olives, ivory, stone, soft caramel, powder blue, misty lavender. They're not dull. They're low contrast, subtle, and emotionally soothing. Woman white. Why they make you look younger, without trying. They mimic natural skin undertones, which fade slightly with age, restoring gentle color to the face. They don't cast harsh shadows, like black or pure white often do. They allow your features, eyes, smile, bone structure, to take center stage. They communicate calm, care, and timelessness. Color psychologists often associate muted tones with introspection, trust, and grace. These are qualities that grow stronger, not weaker with age. How to wear quiet colors well. Go tonal but not flat. Layer different textures in similar tones. For example, right arrow ivory silk blouse plus oat linen trousers plus cream knit wrap. Pair muted with muted. Avoid one quiet piece surrounded by loud brights. Instead, curate a palette of soft, gentle shades that complement one another. Use texture to add interest. In quiet colors, texture is everything. A ribbed cardigan, a washed silk top, a woven belt, these keep the eye engaged without noise. Keep makeup natural and luminous. Use soft rose or peach blush, creamy nude lipsticks, and light brow definition to complete the serene look. Cross-mark. What to avoid. Sharp black and white contrast, which can harden the face and deepen facial shadows. Loud patterns in neon or saturated brights, which can feel forced or chaotic. Over-accessorizing. The quiet color palette loses its impact when too many competing elements enter the picture. Pro tip: if your outfit feels too plain, check your texture, not your color. Add a soft scarf, delicate jewelry, or a second layer in the same tone but with a different fabric. Subtle depth equals visual youthfulness. Herb quiet is the new fresh. After 60, youthfulness isn't about going bold. It's about being in tune with your skin, your rhythm, your presence. The right muted palette doesn't mute you. It amplifies your peace, your elegance, and your light. So now you've seen how the smallest tweaks, like a soft V-neck, a matte silk blouse, or a well-balanced skirt length, can shift everything. They're not flashy, they don't chase trends, but they make you feel more you, and that's the most beautiful thing. You don't need a closet full of clothes to look elegant. You need the right ones, pieces that honor your story, your shape, your energy today. Because style after 60 isn't about hiding age. It's about owning it, with quiet confidence, with subtle grace, and with the kind of radiance that doesn't fade, it just deepens. If this video resonated with you, please take a moment to like it, share it with a woman who inspires you, and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. We have so much more beauty, wisdom, and elegance to explore together. Thank you for watching. And until next time, stay radiant, stay kind, stay completely and unapologetic.